Hello, you are listening to Male Pattern Gaming, episode
53. Look at us, guys. We knew it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I put up the YouTube one and it was 52. So.
All right, we did it. I'm Mark Shallow. This is Chad Bishop right there.
Yo, what's up?
And that's Matthew Beverly over there.
Hello.
Yep.
That's us.
So on the way here, I saw a dead seagull on the side of the road.
Oh, did you?
And it was like freshly dead.
Freshly dead seagull.
The other animals had not eaten it yet.
Right.
And
Yeah,
you could still,
so gross.
like I could see its eyes
Oh, yeah.
It's
Did you look into its soul?
a little bit.
A little bit.
But it was
It's all
gone.
Oh, the soul was gone. Yeah, it had gone away.
But I could see its beak was open, and it was like I could see the expression it had on its face
Right.
when whatever hit it.
And
hit
it was pure terror, I'm sure.
I was
Yeah.
just like, I was like scared.
Right.
And I was thinking to myself, like, out of all the birds out there, I think that seagulls are probably my least favorite.
Definitely.
There's
Without
not
a doubt.
much.
They're the queen's bird.
Well, she can have them.
She can protect it.
but
It's a protected species.
but you know what I mean? Like, out of all the birds, like that's my least favorite. I would say.
Yeah.
They're personality wise, they don't have a great personality. They're kind of pushy.
They're very pushy.
But saying that, I still would prefer a live one compared to a dead one.
Yeah,
I don't think they deserve to die.
I hit a seagull a couple of weeks ago, and
that's right.
on the way home from
Segway.
work. Yeah, and
Tell us about it.
It was absolutely terrible. I was driving, and I'd just gotten off work.
Was it just down the street?
It was leaving work. So I was going on the what is it? Not Princeville Drive.
The arterial?
Yeah. What is it? I don't even know what the name of that.
Columbus Drive?
Yeah, I don't. Whatever.
Pitts Memorial Drive?
Pitts Memorial. Thank you.
I would say, I'm not sure, but the seagull that I saw was probably the boyfriend of the one that you hit.
Oh,
Couldn't live any longer, so committed suicide.
it probably did.
And that face, what I thought was like shock and pain or whatever,
Was just-
it's actually just anguish.
Anguish, yeah. I couldn't live anymore. I think that's what happened because like it was in like a group or a flock of seagulls, as you will. So they all landed in front of my car, and there was a woman on the in the other lane, like next to me. And so all these seagulls land, and I'm like, well, they'll all move, right? They'll move. I don't have to slow down. And I slow down slightly. So most of them like start flying away, and this one just is totally like oblivious as to what's happening and starts to fly, hits the right side of my bumper, and then my wheel goes up, thump, thump, and I'm like, oh Jesus. And I look at my rearview mirror and I see this seagull that's like on its back with its legs in the air. And I'm like, oh no. But then the funny part about it was I was like, oh no. But when I looked, I saw the other woman who was in the lane next to me. She slowed right down and I could see her horrified face. And that was what did it for me. I was like, I see this seagull on the ground and I see this woman just like, oh my God. And I'm like looking up in the rearview mirror watching her and I'm trying to mimic to her like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. But like, what the fuck? We're on the highway, so it doesn't matter. And anyway, I went on and I drove, and I thought about all their kids and what I just did.
Well, now like you have to live with not only the death of that bird, but the other one that I just saw.
Yeah. So now I have two. Like,
Yep.
On your mind.
I have to carry that around all the time. Oh my God, guys!
Just think about all the French fries they could have eaten if you didn't
all
leave
the
at that
garbages
time.
they could have picked open.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, pizza crusts.
You think like, what if?
what if, man?
Right?
Like they would have had a nice fulfilling life. Like, how long do they live?
No idea.
No idea.
Are they the bird like the?
We'll never know either. We're not going to look
I
at it.
can look it up. No,
Is it the seagull that the baby is bigger than the adult?
That's crazy.
There is a bird like that.
really?
Does the adult shrink?
What is that noise? There's a ghost in the mixer again or something.
Gulsus.
It's probably a seagull ghost.
Scary.
Um,
Yeah, I think that's true.
The
I think somebody should look it up, but
Yeah,
probably
not
won't.
us.
the baby is bigger than the adult.
Yeah,
So what is the adult? Does it shrink in size? Is it like Benjamin Button style?
I guess so. Yeah,
Benjamin Button birds.
What?
I think so.
Crazy thing is born bigger than it is when it's an adult.
I mean,
Like,
like,
how do you have it? I guess the eggs, I suppose. Yeah, so that's not so bad.
well, the eggs don't grow,
But how big are those fucking eggs?
but no, but like the
Wait, hold on.
juvenile seagull is bigger than the adult seagull.
Oh, okay. Is it?
I'm not sure.
Okay, well, see.
I don't have all the comments.
You're spitting out these facts.
There definitely is a bird out there that's the case.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not a seagull.
No,
Is it a pigeon?
I mean, made me think about it. Like seagulls aren't my favorite,
right.
so then I'm trying to think what's
What
my
is
favorite.
your favorite?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I'm trying
what
to
is
think of what's
number
my
one?
favorite, right?
Yeah,
And I saw this. Most of the birds that I've come in contact with are dead. You know?
Yeah, well, why though? Have you shot them or
No.
knifed them?
No.
No?
I've never intentionally killed a bird. I don't know if I've
Okay.
unintentionally killed one.
If you did, then that's terrible.
I know. My God.
So what do you
You
mean,
monster.
like if you see a bird on a power line?
Yeah.
Do you
Yeah.
consider that in contact with that bird, or you mean physically like coming up to it and
Touching it.
touching it?
I found a bird around my house. It must have like hit the window or something, died, or natural causes or whatever, had a heart attack.
Right.
You pick one of those things up because throw it away.
Why do you pick it up?
Well,
You're supposed to use a shovel. They have like mites and
I had a bag on my hand. Like it was like I was picking up poo in the backyard probably or something like that.
Right.
okay.
I didn't use my bare hand. I was
Just
throwing it away.
imagine where it's sitting.
I didn't want my dogs to go bring it in the house or something. Right?
Yeah, that's
so I had to
true,
get
yeah.
rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And those things are light.
Birds.
Birds are light.
they're
I
very
know,
light.
it totally
fly.
makes sense, but like they're extraordinarily light.
But
they weigh
have
like
to fly,
nothing.
So
have to
that
fly,
makes sense.
Yeah, it totally makes sense. So they must have like a weird bones or something.
Yeah, but an
Little
airplane
tiny
is
bones.
heavy. That still flies.
Holy
Right?
shit!
Am I-
Wow.
right.
Oh my God.
Right?
I don't even know.
What's your favorite plane? Top 3 planes. Top 3 planes.
Is there one a dash? Is that a
Dash 8.
Dash
Yep,
8.
Dash 8. Yep. Yep. 747.
Dash 8 is
Yep.
number 1.
Boeing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Any Boeing?
Oh, that was the brand name of his.
Any Boeing. Yeah. Any of them. Yeah.
Dash
So
8
is
is-
Boeing the developer or the publisher?
Both, I guess.
Video games.
Video games.
Plane developer.
Segways. All right, so that was great.
Planes and
All right,
birds.
so this is
So who
a.
played Airport Simulator?
Is that a game?
No. Can we talk about our microphones before we really get going?
Yeah.
Because
so-
I'm I was gonna bring it up while Mark was saying his first part. We seem extremely casual today. It's like
I'm feeling it.
yeah, like I'm leaning back in the chair. I
Yeah.
think we're all like Mark's got a leg crossed there.
Yeah.
Like both Mark and Bev have their legs crossed there, and we all are holding our microphones for the first time. Usually they're in stands, but now we're holding them.
We've experimented with it before.
Oh man, you know what? Next time, episode 54, radio play.
No, episode. Speaking of episode 54, that's going to be our live show,
Yeah.
and that's going to be at the
a radio
Sci-Fi Sci-Fi on the Rock.
Yep.
That's April 25th. That's 3 weeks from today because today is April 4th. Am I right?
April 4th. You
April
got
4th.
it, man. You're like calendar man from Arkham City.
And I'll come back to that again once I'm finished this. But so it's the 25th. It's Saturday.
Yes.
It's at 6:00.
Yes.
In the Lucas Room.
Yes.
At the Holiday Inn in St. John's.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so, everybody listening, please come to this thing because there's probably not going to be anybody there, and we're going to feel pretty bad about ourselves.
I heard today. I was being asked actually by the organizer if we wanted it to be a 16 plus or not. I assume we should just to be safe.
What does 16 plus mean? Like, do
just
they have to
means
check
that-
IDs?
I hope so. That'd be pretty fun.
Sounds like
16 is a random number, though. Isn't it like when you're an adult, 19?
Hey, I'm an
or
adult when I can
Listen,
drive. Okay,
listen.
16 it is.
16 till I die.
Damn right.
Pretty much any 16-year-old
18
there
life, you know.
has heard worse things than what we would say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I think that's pretty safe. But
Yes.
logistically, that sounds like complicated.
It's a weird. They do it in a lot of them, and usually it's in the later evening ones. So we're no different.
Okay, because
So, yeah.
we talked about it last time, but the furries are after us, right?
I believe so.
Did we talk about that last time?
We might have.
I don't think we
might
did.
have brought it
They're
up.
not after us. They're going on after us. They're not trying to hunt us
Not
down.
actually after us. That's right.
So yeah, there's a panel about furries afterwards.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't really know what that was, so I Googled it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, this is sexy time.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people like to dress up. Sometimes.
Yep.
Like I am not gonna say anything. The bronies are probably have a room too. I'm sure.
Yep.
Like.
Did you see that movie?
But the bronies?
Yeah.
No, I have not.
Oh, it's
It-
really
it
good.
definitely was.
Documentary on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
I think it's just called Bronies
Sure.
or something like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I saw the
a
cover
good
of
name.
it. But yeah, like they're there too. Everybody is there. It's a very inclusive atmosphere, so it should be
Yep.
pretty good. So I'm pretty
So
excited about
we
being a
can't
part
make fun of people who dress up like in weird costumes
of it. We can
Not there.
when we get back.
when we
Yeah.
get back.
get
Listen,
back.
Episode
how
55.
crazy was that? But I think it should be pretty fun. Yeah. So yeah, I'll say 16 plus.
We need to
why
come up with some ideas about what we're gonna do.
not? Yeah, we'll do some brainstorming.
It'll
It's all
be.
good.
It's only going to be less than an hour long. 'cause
Yeah,
we have the room for an hour.
Exactly. So like it's going to go by before we know it. It's going to be super quick and quick and dirty. Quick and dirty MPG show basically is what everybody's going to get. But I'm there the night before and I was thinking about doing something there to that we can use the next day. So
is that going to be podcast? The one that you're doing a panel on Friday night?
Yeah.
Is that going to be podcast as well, or?
No, I don't think so. Unless one of the other people's doing it, and then I'll say like where to find it if anybody wants to hear it. But I don't think that's being recorded or anything. I think it's just like a panel for people that are maybe interested in doing that. And like, I have no business being there, which is the funny thing. Like, if you read the descriptions of the other people that are being involved in this, they seem super professional. Like, I was in the States and I've done this for 10 years. And this person that like, I'm like, yep, I'm on a show that I didn't even know I was going to be on. Oh, right.
All you do is show up and talk.
And then I go home.
Yeah, you're a representative.
Yeah, and I'm a representative, so it's going to be really great. Yeah.
Bev, are you going to go to his thing?
Possibly. Although I think I might be getting in town Friday night. So
Okay.
Yeah.
until later. What time is it on Friday?
I can't even remember. I'll figure it out when I get there. Yeah, I should have
be
probably
home.
known that.
Chad,
say it.
you're a real pro.
I am a real pro. I'm telling you right now. I'm taking one for the team for that one, I think.
Yeah, no, that's good.
I was asked to be a part of it, so.
So did they ask
yes.
like 10 other people and they all said no? Is that why you're on it?
No, actually, I think I think I was asked first, which kind of made me happy. But
then they were like, well, fuck, we got to get somebody who knows what they're talking about.
well, yeah, that was it.
They
Get
padded up the
10-year
show.
U.S. man.
I think that was it. Yeah, they got like all these like professionals, and so like
When we say professional, like local professionals?
I don't know.
Okay, so
I don't know.
they said-
I don't know who they are, but it
Yeah.
seems like they've done like stuff for a really long time. So when you read
Okay.
like their description of who they are, I'm like, oh wow, that's pretty impressive. And then I look at mine, and it's like, I did this for 3 years, guys, or 4 years, or whatever.
4 years.
4
Come
years.
on now.
5 years.
And
Episode 54?
yeah, and
53? What is it?
53. But yeah, it's pretty bad. You like I look at it and I go, yeah, I have no right to be here, but I'm going to be here anyway. I'm in the company of some professionals. Maybe it'll help us out. I don't know. We'll see.
Cool.
Yeah.
As my foot's
I'm going to
asleep
go.
and it
I'm going to
hurts
try
so
to
bad.
go because at very least I want to see what the whole setup is.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah.
why.
Well, it's literally down the road from your house, so you just put
Yeah.
your head down. And
Yeah.
Well, that's one of the reasons I wanted to
Are we
go.
going to get free passes for the whole
Yes.
thing? What?
Yeah.
Ballin'.
Do we get a discount?
No.
Oh,
but we do get in for free. Yes, because we're a part of it.
What
We
kind
get
of
we get our
discount
little
might
we get our little things.
on like nachos?
10% off on one booth.
Oh yeah.
Soundproof booth.
Soundproof booth. Nice. I like it.
Guys, my foot's asleep and it hurts so bad. I had my
Because
legs
we're sitting
crossed.
in a weird spot. Like, yeah, we're casual.
So what kind of things do you think we're going to talk about on this panel?
I don't know.
In a really broad way, what do you think might we talk about?
well, games might be one of those things.
Hey, games. All right. That's a good idea. Why don't we do that
I think
right
that's
now?
something that we do. That's I think one of the reasons we do this. We don't just get here and talk about seagulls and conventions.
One of them, yeah. Seagull
Yeah,
convention.
and how we're sitting casually.
Yeah, it's going to be kind of weird because I think anybody that does live shows, they're trying to drum up new listeners,
Yes.
which like
Eh.
I don't care.
we could finally,
we really don't
finally
care.
get that following we want. Mid-30s.
It's really fucking funny to me because like there are other people that I know would love our block of time that we're doing, and we're doing it, and I kind of love it. I like the fact that we don't care and we're doing it anyway.
Yeah, like the conflicting part for me is I like doing the show. We all hang out and drink beer and stuff.
Yeah.
But like I don't feel like I want to get any more listeners because
Right.
like it's just hanging out with you guys.
Like I was
So I'm very
thinking, like,
conflicted about this whole thing. Cause it's like
should we like make like
like it's
promotional
cool people
stuff?
listen,
Like,
but-
should we have like stickers? I was
Yeah.
like, that sounds like work.
No, we're not going to do it. Listen, we have for years been saying we're going to make T-shirts. We never will. We tried to set up we talk about stickers.
This is real
we never
talk.
will.
This is
real talk.
dad talk.
Yeah, I know.
We are lazy people.
We tried to set
are,
up the Walking Dead spoiler thing. We talked all about that and never had like everything we do doesn't happen.
Right.
So
Well, we're doing this though.
no, we're not doing stickers.
I think we can. I'm going to
fucking
prove
making
you wrong. I'm
stickers.
going to prove you wrong, Bev.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm
I'm
proving
going to
you wrong.
prove you right.
I'm going to prove you wrong. It's happening.
do it.
I have connections for stickers. There's
Sticker
happening.
connections?
And actually, banner. Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh man,
Getting us a banner with our awesome logo on it. It's going to be great, guys. Listen, banners. And every time we get together, we'll put the banner up. That's
Yep.
fine. Yep. When we record here, banner. Nobody can see it, but there's a banner.
there's a banner.
Fucking right.
This room that we record in, it's missing
Dr. Banner.
something. I didn't realize what it was until now.
banner.
It's a banner.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, and we can ride our horses under house
I love it.
MPG.
I like seeing a band with a banner too. Like seeing down at the Rockhouse, they'll put up a banner.
Oh, totally love it.
I like bands that have their logo on the drum, on the bass drum.
That's really, really.
That's professional.
Should we bring a bass drum with us?
Just one bass drum. Yes, we should.
All right.
Yeah,
Did we do it?
We did it.
we did it. Yay! Okay, we're done. See you
All
guys.
right. Yeah.
Oh, actually, hold on. Sorry. Just
Is this a break or what? Edit point.
there's a movie promo, and it's for.
So, Chad, did you play any PlayStation Plus games this month?
I did. I played. Usually, all I do play lately is PlayStation Plus games. I played.
That was the joke.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. Oh, I didn't. I missed it. It went right over my head.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Mark.
Yeah.
Are you being a bully on this show?
A little bit.
Bullying Chad.
Yeah. I
He's just here to
It's
have
good fun.
time.
I don't.
It's with
I'm
love.
very cheap. I buy nothing.
It wasn't mean. I didn't talk about like I don't know something like he has a gazette on his face or something like that. I don't know.
Do I?
I don't think so.
Oh, God.
I didn't
Jesus
notice. I'm trying to come up with something to make fun of somebody for. I don't know.
Gazette?
Gazette. Like a
Got a
zit.
gazette on his face.
like the Montreal Gazette.
I don't know. I'm not a mean person.
He's our show representative, man.
I know.
Don't be nice to him.
Yeah.
He pulls the strings.
Just teasing him a little bit.
Apparently, I do nothing.
I'm such a terrible person.
Be nice.
Yeah,
Be nice.
yeah, be nice.
Okay, Chad. PlayStation Plus.
Yeah.
I'd rather be
PlayStation
nice. I
Plus
just
games.
don't. I won't be mean,
Yeah.
but I won't be nice either.
No. Yeah. He's
All right?
he's in the medium.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
I'm okay with
Slightly aggressive. Slightly aggressive.
it. At the Vannas.
I played Counter Spy on the Vita,
Okay.
and
I
don't
played
know.
it a little bit on PS4.
Okay,
This much.
that much,
Yeah.
a little tiny bit. It like would take you about 2 hours to finish. I think if you
Not
really,
me.
if you really wanted to jump through it. Oh, not you. It would take
wasn't-
you 5
I wasn't very good at
or
it.
7. Oh, okay.
But explain what the games are like, or what it's about.
You are a spy infiltrating two different countries. The socialists and the communists, I believe, is how they put them in.
It's Cold War stuff.
Yeah. Basically, like it's not the U.S. and Russia, but it's U.S. and Russia.
The socialists and the communists,
I think that's what it is.
capitalists, imperialists.
Imperialists. There you go.
There
Thank you. Yes. Jeez, I was trying to think about what the difference would be. Yes.
So the imperialists are the Americans.
Yes.
Got it.
And so one's blue, one's red. You basically they both have missiles, and they're both going to launch them. And you are trying to stop both sides from launching their missiles. So you're going in and you're getting codes and all this stuff in order to stop each side from launching their missiles. And if they do launch their missiles, they're going to go up into the moon is the actual story, and it's going to blow up the moon instead, and not
Okay.
or the Earth. And
Yep.
that's your big plan. Like get the missile codes and launch them so they don't have any more. Blow the moon up, and you're fine. Right?
So
Totally.
you're being a counter spy.
You're playing both sides. You're going into both, and it depends on the DEFCON levels in each one. So you start with the DEFCON level of 5 when you go into a place. So the first time you go into it, and it's at 5. But the more that cameras see you and the more people see you, the DEFCON level goes to 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Yeah, and if it gets down to a certain point, you have to.
You have a minute to get to the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. So before you start a level, you'll see all the things that are inside that level, like blueprints for weapons or the number of officers. The officers you can use to take your DEFCON level down, but that's the only way to do it. Like when you see an officer, you have to shoot everybody else in that area or take them all out. When the officer is the only one left, you hold a gun at him and he surrenders and he puts the DEFCON level down.
Oh, okay.
So
okay.
It's
sounds
kind
pretty
of
cool.
strategic as to which side you're going to play on, like depending on what's available in that level or what's if you can take the DEFCON down, maybe you're at 1 in one of those places and you're like, oh, well, there are 3 officers in this level. Maybe I'll go to that one and take down 3 DEFCON levels if I can do it. But sometimes you go in there and fuck it up completely and still be at 1.
The idea is to have both, like the
As-
imperialists and the socialists down.
Down to 5. You want to you want to have them at 5 all the time so that each level is easier, really, right? And you can continue to keep playing the game. Like when you get to the end game, when that gets unlocked and you have all the codes and everything that you need, you can continue to play to take down the levels, and it'll force you at the end level to go to the place that has the highest DEFCON level.
Okay.
So it's as hard as it can be, and all the levels are randomly generated as well. So like and the load times are crazy because of that. Like it might take two minutes to load a level, 2 or 3 minutes. Like it takes quite a while, but but I enjoyed it. I thought that some of the mechanics were kind of iffy.
Yeah, like I didn't.
like-
Do you think it like I was comparing it to like a stealth game, right? And
Yes.
it's more like a Splinter Cell, I guess, situation rather than like a Ninja or Assassin's Creed type stealth.
Yes, for sure.
Because you play something like Mark of the Ninja,
yes.
like a side-scrolling thing that's just smooth like butter, and just
Yeah.
totally makes sense. This one felt a little awkward to me.
It
Did you
was a
find
little
the same
clunky.
thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the problem being that you can't see all the level when you need to. That's a huge problem for me. Like, so it's side scrolling, but when you see a bunch of people in a room, they could be off into the background or in the foreground or whatever. And in order to be able to shoot them, you have to take cover to be able to shoot on almost a 3D space. So you're going 2D, but the only way to shoot 3D or to see people in the foreground is to take cover. Sometimes you're not around cover and there's guys around you. Like it's really strange like that. Like there's sometimes that it's frustrating where you're like, well, fuck, they saw me because there's no other way around this. Like I couldn't see what was coming. And so the game kind of goes against you a little bit. So it's not perfect, but the mechanics that are there and like the actual look of it, I
heard it has really good music.
Music's awesome.
Yeah, I heard the music was awesome.
Yeah, music's great. There's a lot of great things about it, and I think like there's just some kind of design flaws that are against it, But it's worth playing for sure, especially for free. Jesus, like
What happens when there's a missile launched? It's a game over.
game's over. Yeah.
So do you continue get any progress over to your second playthrough, or is it you start from scratch?
I'm not sure. Like when a missile's launched by the one that you're infiltrating at that point, it just goes back. It restarts to where you were before that missile launch.
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
so you're back to like whatever DEFCON levels you were at before you started that level.
Is it like XCOM?
Yeah.
What would XCOM do?
Okay, so say for example, like you're at 4 or whatever, and you do so terribly that you're
It drops to 1 and the missile launches.
yes, you're better off just like or
letting it
or
go.
no,
So
say
you can die and then you
say
go back to it again.
say if you're at 5 or whatever,
Right.
and then you managed to finish the level, but you did such a terrible job that you're down to 2.
Oh yeah.
Would it be better just to automatically like try to fail, so then you go back to your?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that's
Okay.
in your best interest for sure because then it
So-
saves that part, right? But if
So it's
you-
almost like if things aren't going so well, you're almost better off just restarting right away.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and also to, but you're kind of playing a game at that point too because where the levels are randomly generated and where they have like randomly generated things to get inside there, like blueprints for weapons and stuff. Maybe you got some good stuff for a new weapon when you were doing that playthrough. Maybe you want to keep those things so that you can get those weapons rather than have to start. Like it's kind of like you kind of got to play the pros and cons there. And a couple of times, like some of those weapons, there's a silenced pistol. That is probably one of the only weapons I use in the game because you can take out guys without anybody seeing it. Once you get that, you're pretty good. So if you can unlock that, maybe you have all the pieces to it, and then you're at DEFCON 2 and you're like, oh shit, should I restart or should I keep the gun? I don't know. Because you don't know if you restart if you're going to have access to those again.
Okay.
Right? So they do kind of try to keep you from doing that a bit.
Okay, keep you honest.
Yeah. I think there's enough good stuff in that game that it's worth playing for sure. And it's only a short little game. Like it's good to plug a mission in and then go to bed or something. That's what I used to do.
How many hours or how many points on how long to beat?
2.5.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, so it is really short.
Yeah. But you continue to play it if you want to unlock everything. But when I got to the final missions, I was doing so bad each time I went into one of the new ones. I was like, man, I'm not going to get any farther with this. I should just try and finish it because like I wasn't getting any farther. I was dropping levels constantly because they up the ante and there's a lot more guys in those levels. So
okay.
So yeah, I just finished it. I probably spent 4 hours. I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah. But it was great.
I find that those points always don't, like, when it's really small numbers on how long to beat, I rarely ever finish them in that time. Do you find that? If it's like 2
I
hours
said
or 2
before,
points?
The Binding of Isaac, 1 point.
Oh, that's true, yeah. How long did you actually play that for?
About 13 hours or something.
Oh, my God.
Wasting your life away.
Yep.
I'm going to pour up a beer.
All right.
Yep.
While I do that, how about you talk about your experiences, with men hugging?
When I was younger, I used to really like watching wrestling. That was the thing that I was like really into.
You don't have to you don't have to start it off with when you were a kid.
I was a kid.
Do you know, like, all
Own
kinds
it.
of- yeah.
Own it, man. Like,
But
all
like
kinds of adults love wrestling now.
totally didn't pay attention to shit for like 10
Yeah.
years or something.
he's telling a story, Bev. Shut up.
Yeah.
Sorry. Was I bullying him?
And yeah, a little bit, guys. A friend of mine kind of turned me on to a couple of like. There's an underground WWE thing where they groom new talent or whatever called NXT. And he was telling me like, there's a lot of cool people doing stuff. It's really fun to watch those matches. And I've been watching some on YouTube. And I said, man, that is a lot of fun. Why doesn't any of the regular guys do that? It's kind of crappy. But I heard there was a huge debacle. The Royal Rumble happened like back in January, and everybody hated what happened, and like the fans were pissed off, and there was all this crazy
Why did everyone
shit.
hate it?
Because the wrong person won, and they're trying to groom this guy basically into the next big thing, but nobody wants him to be. It's one of those things where
Let's
they're,
go with the
like,
black hair.
yeah, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah. And I didn't know any of this, but I was like, I think I want to watch the Royal Rumble. That was always my favorite anyway, when everybody was in the ring together and doing
Yeah.
stuff.
What do you
So I
mean
was
the
like,
wrong guy won?
Yeah, well, there's...
Are you hinting that this is that wrestling is fake?
Well, no, I'd never say that,
Okay,
guys. I'd
okay.
never. That's a big conspiracy thing. We don't want to talk about that. But
Sweat off my brow.
But anyway, I've watched the Royal Rumble and I enjoyed it, even though like that happened because I don't have any connection to any of the people. I didn't give a shit, but I enjoyed it. And so I was like, man, you know what? I haven't played a wrestling game since like WCW versus NWO back in the N64 days. And I remember how much I loved playing that. I remember like renting that in GoldenEye constantly. I might have bought the game 4 times over. So I wanted to play a wrestling game. So I was looking at reviews of the newest one, and they weren't so great. And I went I happened to be in Best Buy, and I found the last one, WWE 2K14, for $5. And so I said, I'm going to buy that. And I've been really enjoying it. It's been
$5?
$5, man. And the roster's huge. It has a Road to WrestleMania mode, which is like 30 years of all these iconic matches, like Hulk Hogan versus Andre the Giant
What
and
about
stuff.
Hulk Hogan versus
and you,
Zeus? Remember Zeus?
Zeus, yeah. He's probably in there. Jesus, I haven't
But he
got to
wasn't
it
a
yet.
real wrestler, though, was he? Or was he just in that
He was
movie?
in that movie.
He was in that movie,
No,
but
right.
yeah, did he ever
He was in wrestling
wrestle?
too. Yeah,
yeah, he did.
he
Yeah,
really?
totally. Yeah, it was a crossover thing.
And it blew my mind when somebody told me that that Hulk Hogan and him were friends
Yeah,
Oh, in
in
real life?
yeah, yeah.
I was like,
You're like, there's
no
way.
way. They can't. They hate each other. Yep.
Zeus
Yeah.
is the meanest guy ever.
Yeah. He has a Z in his head, sure.
There's no way he could be friends with anybody.
Yeah, that's right.
He's a hard dude.
But yeah,
And then he became the president of the United States.
what?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
When did that happen?
Fifth Element. You ever see the movie?
No, I
No,
haven't.
I haven't.
That's like a real big cult
Spoiler.
classic
Yeah,
movie.
it's supposed to be really good.
It's supposed to be really good.
He's the president.
Wow. Well,
I think I've
I don't
seen
even
him
have to watch
acting
it
in
now. I know what happens. President Zeus.
Are you done talking about that game now?
I'm just saying that if you haven't paid attention to wrestling for a really long time, I still don't know all the guys. I really don't. But I'm having so much fun playing it because it's really fast paced and it feels like the old like NCAA. But yeah, the Road to WrestleMania mode is really fun. There's a lot of like historical things you do throughout matches that happened in the matches that you have to kind of trigger and make happen.
Do you know
It's
what's
really
also
fun.
really fun?
Wow.
Drinking beer.
Drinking beer, awesome.
All right, so what are we drinking now, Bev?
We are drinking a mystery beer that was in my basement that I wonder who owned.
Mystery
It's
beers.
Mr. Shallow. So we are drinking it's a Trappist ale. It's a triple, 8% ABV. I think the brand name is La Trappe.
Sure.
Sure.
It's one of the it's an official Trappist.
So this is the real deal
Yep.
Trappist brewery. And where did this
One of
come
them.
from? Someone brought it back?
I got it when I was in Ontario,
Excellent.
but it's from Belgium, I think.
It says here, strong beer, authentic Trappist product. Discover this specialty of La Trappe Ale with its pleasant, full-bodied taste. Ingredients: water, barley malt, hops, and yeast. Taste the silence. Product of the Netherlands.
So
Taste the silence.
try to think about Fin de Mon while you're drinking this to see to compare it, maybe.
Okay.
Taste the Silence was a Weird Al parody of
Enjoy the silence. I was going to go with Depeche Mode thing just then, so there you go. Yeah, it smells pretty boozy.
This is it looks like
There's them bananas I likes.
it's a little dark compared to Fin de Mon, maybe.
I can't remember
darker than
the coloration of Findemon at all.
Is Findemon a triple?
Yeah.
This is big bananas and caramel.
Big bananas.
Yeah, a lot of caramel more than
I enjoy it. It's real good.
Grow up, Chad.
It's not.
Scotch eggs.
Scotch eggs. Get over yourself.
It's super like sugary. Like it's not syrupy, but like brown.
It's very
sugar.
sweet.
Well, generally, these would have candy sugar in them,
Right.
but triple would have like light candy sugar,
Man.
so you wouldn't get a lot of that caramel flavor. But this has a lot of caramel.
This has a lot of caramel, yeah. A lot of caramel banana. Like it's like tastes like dessert.
But I'm not getting much on the banana at all.
Really? It is
it's big
super
time-
banana.
Big time banana.
Big time banana. It's the most banana I've had in a really long time, guys.
Okay, forget the male pattern gaming T-shirts.
Big time banana.
You get big time banana
With like some kind of mascot.
with
Like,
Bev's face.
Bev's face. Big time banana, guys. Wow, it is like that is the overwhelming taste I'm getting. I don't know about you, Bev. Like that is totally.
Me, it's the caramel. But as far as like a triple goes, to me this is pretty boring.
It feels like there's something left out of it. Like it feels like it's missing something. Like it doesn't have a big alcohol punch. It doesn't have.
What is the percentage on it?
It's 8.
8. Yeah, you'd feel like you would taste it. I don't taste the alcohol at all. I smell it before I drink it, but I don't taste it.
I'm not getting all the yeast flavor. Like it should be kind of spicy, a little peppery maybe.
Yeah. I find this extremely easy to drink. Like in terms like most of any other triples I've had, like even Findamon is more of a sipping thing when you're drinking it. This could like
No, it's not.
I feel like it is. I can't go the whole like drinking it like a regular beer.
Hitting the Findamon.
Yeah, but
It's a bit heavy on the bitter too.
I don't get any.
I don't get any
bitter.
bitter.
It was a bit bitter on the end.
It tastes shallow to me. Like it tastes like it's missing something.
Yeah.
Like it's
Maybe,
just the
maybe it's your
caramel.
red eye throughout
If somebody
your
gave
taste.
this to me and said, "What are you drinking?" I would never say it's a triple because triples are like these big, huge yeast flavors, and I'm not getting much. Like maybe you guys are getting the banana more than me too, but I'm tasting.
Do you think that maybe the coffee threw you off a little bit?
Maybe.
Yeah, because it seems strange because usually we all agree on what we're tasting.
But I'm getting more malt off of this, which is wrong. It
Malt?
should be about the yeast in this style of beer. There shouldn't be a malty beer at all.
It definitely tastes like it's missing something. Like it's missing the yeast or the hops or something.
Yeah,
It's just
to me,
like sweet.
A triple shouldn't be about hops. It shouldn't be about malt. It should be about the yeast. And this is not very exciting.
no, there's not much going on with this one. That said, I could definitely drink a lot of these because they're very easy to. This is a very easy thing to drink, and I like the banana flavor that comes out of it. I like that a lot, but that's all that it has.
It's not bad. It's just not exciting.
Yeah.
I don't think it's bad. I think it's boring.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah,
But it's fine.
let's hold our noses up and
Well, This is a Trappist beer.
right.
You'd expect it to be exciting.
Yeah, but we've had some before that haven't been.
Findamon is way better than this.
Yes, and I'll totally agree with you there, for sure. If you're looking for like a really good triple that you could find anywhere, yeah, and it's pretty amazing the quality of that you can find it everywhere.
Yep.
It's pretty awesome. But this is nothing to write home about for sure.
I've had the quad from the brewery as well, and it was just okay as well.
Right. Well,
You had it too.
Inside the bread bag, it's a little bit damp on the sides there because I took it out of the oven, so it's a little bit steamy.
or did you bury
I thought
it
you were
in
going to
the
say
yard?
inside that bread bag is bread. This cheese, when I first opened it, it reminded me of Rhea's poo.
Okay. Right.
No, the
has
smell was.
has fatherhood turned you off blue cheese? Do you think?
Maybe.
Because you're smelling so many biley, like acidic smells,
Yeah.
barf and poo and stuff.
Barf and poo, guys.
Yeah, like wiping like somebody else's bum all the time is just
It really sucks.
it's a different thing that you'll.
Yeah.
Tell me about it,
Yeah. It. Yeah.
but not on this forum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd like to get stink bomb points for doing that.
For literal stink bombs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like if
No.
I got 1 point for every poo I cleaned up, I'd be winning every month.
Yeah. Well, can I get
we
all
start-
the ones that? Can I get all the ones in? What's that?
Retroactive?
Retroactively, yeah. All the ones that I did when
No, it's month by month.
Actually, that's a good jumping off point. Do we want to talk about the stink bomb so far this year? Do like a little recap of the
Sure.
year?
Sure, because it looks good for me. Let's do
So
that.
we got 3 months in so far. Chad won January and February,
Sure
Yes.
did.
and he probably thought he was going to win March.
I almost did when I saw you guys post, but then Mike took it out from under me.
Yep.
which was nice actually.
Now,
it was nice
here's-
to have somebody else.
Here's the rule: we're going to give Mike these points,
Yep.
but Mike broke one of the stink bomb rules
What's that?
because he had played Baldur's Gate before, and he's playing the mobile. One of the rules with the stink bomb challenge is
It has to be something that you haven't played before.
has to be something new. So if you play a game and then you play the HD version of that game, no points. But
No, I thought we still did the HD versions. It was just like straight ports.
Straight port. Yeah.
What?
If I did
no, I
the-
thought HD versions of the game that you played that aren't that much different.
It's hard to say. It's kind of a gray area. Like if
yeah.
I played the definitive edition of like Devil May Cry after playing the regular one, I'd expect the points for that.
No, because that's a port.
Bullshit.
No,
Not that I'm going to do it. Well, now I'll never do it.
no, that's the,
No way. No.
No way. Not doing it.
all right. So
Not
for example,
playing.
I finished.
I don't know what's coming out of you right now.
I played Resident Evil 4, right?
Right.
If
On
I wa-
PS2,
Yeah, if I wanted to play the HD version of that,
you will not get points.
no points.
No points. Okay.
No points.
No points. None.
But like, it
But
needs,
he's doing
it needs
he's
to be
doing like a
different.
mobile version of that game, right?
That's the
isn't
thing,
he?
it needs to be
And
different
I'm sure
enough.
it's different. Jesus Christ, it's got to be. If it's a mobile version of a game that was played like forever ago, it's got to be different enough. It's an older game.
Okay,
I would
so-
say
okay,
that his, I
say
would
for
say
example,
that his
like-
definitely counts.
Like you played Last of Us on PS3 and Last of Us on PS4. You wouldn't get the
You
points
won't get
for
the points for that.
No way.
But if it's changed kind of drastically,
Yeah.
it is a gray area.
It is a gray area. It's almost like you have to kind of justify it in those. You'd have to make like a
Yep.
appeal to the court. This is why it's different.
Peace Walker's a good one because Peace Walker for PSP.
Yeah, because it benefits you.
It benefits me. No, but if you played it on PSP and then you play the HD version, like Peace Walker is all just like missions, like from a list.
Yeah.
and there's just way more missions on the list in the HD version.
Right.
So that's different enough type thing. But if it was just straight,
Yeah.
like if anyone plays God of War 3, this remaster thing
Oh
that's
yeah,
coming
no,
out,
no,
Forget
no. Yeah, exactly. And who's gonna? Seriously.
am I right?
Yeah, that's right.
Well, okay. How about this? No, this is not good. What I was gonna say is
We will congratulate Mike for winning.
Definitely.
when the resolution changes, it's a new game. So with all these remakes, the resolution is staying the same. It's just that the graphics are being updated, and since like shadows and the rendering is different.
What do you mean the resolution?
Like when you go from SD to HD.
Yeah,
Yep.
This is
that's
stupid.
different enough.
I don't know, it's stupid.
No, it's not.
Okay.
I got more lighting in this one. I should get the points. Damn right.
I very rarely replay games though. Anyway,
I never replay games. I'm done. I'm out. One and done. That's how I do it.
That's how you do it.
Oh man.
That was an idea I had for Extra Life.
Right.
Was thinking for like a modified Extra Life this year, something that we could do like over the period of a week or two.
Right.
I was thinking maybe we get to replay, as long as it's over 10 points on how long to beat. You got a week to play that game. You can replay any game you want, but it has to be a replay, one of your favorite games. What do you think of that?
That might be a fun idea.
get
Something
to
that
choose,
you've been
like,
able to, something that you've been meaning to go back to, or something that
Yeah.
you were like, and it kind of forced you to do it.
Not done to like F someone over, but if it's a game is like 15 hours and how long to beat, and you want to play it again, you set a timer. You got 1 week, and you can replay Twilight Princess. Like
That's not 15 hours.
no, that's pretty long.
It's pretty long, yeah.
It was just an idea. So.
Right.
cool.
Cool.
Yeah. So stink bombs. Yeah. So I'm the champion so far.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
of the
what'd you
world.
finish this month?
I spent not so much. Counter Spy, Hotline Miami 2,
Yep.
and the last 2 episodes of Wolf Among Us. I think that's what I got.
Okay, don't say it because I'm not
Yeah.
up to date.
Talk about
But
that
good.
after.
Yeah.
wanna talk-
Oh fuck yeah, is it good?
You want to talk about Hotline Miami?
Oh man, well if somebody else talk, man. I've been talking all the time.
Okay. Talk about Hotline Miami.
I just totally smacked myself in the face with the
You
microphone.
did, yeah. Smacked yourself in the face. Jesus Christ, dude.
I've heard a lot of talk about the bigger levels in Hotline Miami 2 and how like you're less likely to make the crazy moves in number 1.
You are not going to jump in there and just start killing dudes right away because you will die. And
Okay.
there's a lot more guns. So that when people do see you, you are dead. There's no way.
they
out of
have
it.
guns,
They
more
have
guns.
and you're using guns a lot more because of the space in an area. Like you're using the lock on a lot to lock on to people that are kind of out of your range a bit, so you can see, the icon as to where they are in the area, and you can probably shoot from across the map to try and take someone out. And then
Sure.
when that icon goes away, you're like, "Good, I got him."
Yep.
But you don't see it. Like there's a lot of stuff like that where things are out of your way, kind of on purpose to fuck you over. It was hard as nails. Like,
Yeah, I heard it's really
like
hard.
it's like, and it just kept going. Like, it's a really long game, and it's really, really hard. But as with the first one, made me feel kind of dirty, and there's not as much of that positive feedback as to when you get through a floor and you're like, yeah, I did it, because where the floors are bigger. And there's a lot of, I was in this level for 20 minutes, and that one wrong move killed me, and I got to fucking do it again. There's a lot of stuff like that in this one because everything's bigger.
How's the music?
Amazing. Still amazing.
Still amazing?
Yeah, still totally amazing.
I should buy that soundtrack. For the
Can
first
you
one.
just like hum some of the music?
Like stuff like that, right?
Humming?
Like
you know
that.
what I mean.
Yeah, you know.
Just like mimic it with your mouth.
Yeah, there you go. And I did a little bit of that. You're welcome, everyone.
It was like Police Academy just then.
Yeah. I'm
that guy's
a
name?
regular Michael
You do
Winslow.
A Whole Lot of Love?
Yeah. No. I get the beeps, sweeps, and the creeps. Anyway, I enjoyed my time with it. It's a very different game. Like, if you're getting into it, there are 3 types of people. Like, you're playing as different characters the whole way through. So there's, I think, 9 playable characters in the game. And there are guys that are fans of the first game that wear masks. And they go in and they try to do the same thing as the regular character. They are
Like copycat
They're copycat
killers or something
yeah,
like that?
and they're trying to do good. So they're going in, they're cleaning up, like, prostitution rings and things like that. And they go in.
So you're telling me that you actually can follow the story in this one?
Yes.
Holy shit!
Like, real talk now, did you guys totally lose the story for, like, the last third of the first one?
Yes.
Did you end that game and not quite really know what was
I had to
on
look at a Wikipedia
Okay,
afterwards. Yeah.
Did
to
you
find out
follow?
what happened.
I really felt like I was doing it wrong because, a little bit of a spoiler, when you go back as the different character,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, well, should this make sense? Because I'm going back to the same place, and the stories are linking. It's not just a random thing.
Right.
What am I missing? Did you guys feel the same way?
Yes.
Oh, I totally lost it.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, I remember I finished that game right before I went to a Halloween party last year, and I went to the party and I was still thinking, what the fuck did I just do?
You saw that guy with the chicken mask. You're
I
like,
was
get out of here.
Oh my God,
I could run away.
That means I'm gonna die.
Because
the angel
apparently,
of death.
there's a girl that you save in one of the early missions. She's in your tub at your apartment at one time,
Yeah,
right? I think the story, like if somebody explains it to you, it actually does make sense,
it does make sense. Yeah.
but doesn't actually make sense while you're playing the game.
No, you really do have to piece the pieces together afterwards.
Okay.
And actually, if you played through the game twice, you might get more out of it too. Like, I think
Yeah.
it's made like that. This one's the same way, but this one even more so. It's even more confusing, where you are playing as 9 different characters, some of which are alluded to in the first game. Some of them are new, and the times jump around. Like, you're in like Vietnam at one point, and you're playing as, so you're doing these army levels where you're like playing with a gun. You have to, like, in these particular levels, you choose your gun in the beginning of the game. You can't pick up anything else that anybody drops. That's the gun you use, and you have to fill up ammo after you clear out places. You have to fill up your ammo, and you don't get as much. So you have to, every bullet is precious. And that's played completely different. The colors are completely different. Like, it's a completely different game when you play as that. But he's a character that you play as in that game from the first game. Like, and it shows his kind of snapping, like emotionally. And you play as, like, those, as I said, those gang people who are like copycat killers. They all wear masks. That's the time of the game where it seems like the old game. All those levels are pretty self-contained, and you get like special abilities from the masks and stuff. It's almost like a wink, like, yeah, this is how you want it to be, right? Like a copycat thing, right? Like, the game is definitely playing on the fact that it's a sequel, and I think the developer is willingly taking things away from you as you're playing it to be like, no, you're not getting the same thing. Like, you're playing as one guy who's a reporter who won't kill anybody. And so,
Yeah.
and so
that's cool. It mixes up the gameplay.
And so, you knock a guy out. Now you can kill people with him if you go farther with it. Like, when somebody falls on the ground and like that animation
can
of
kill
punching
with
them out.
punches now?
There's one guy that does kill with punches. That's his
Because
thing.
you can only stun in the first one, right? Or
okay,
you
so
wore
the
masks?
characters have their own abilities, opposed to in the last game it was all your masks.
masks. Yeah, the characters definitely have their own abilities.
There's no masks?
No, they're wearing. There's one character does wear masks, and
No,
you
but
can choose.
you can choose a mask?
No.
What?
Yeah.
That's the best.
But each character you play as, you
I
have
like
to
the mask that when you
open the door and kill him.
Yes,
that was the best one.
Same here.
that's the one
that was the best mask.
But that's the thing. This game makes you play as in a certain way in each level, and that's what keeps it fresh. Because it makes you not get accustomed to playing a certain way. You're like, oh Christ! There's one that it's two people you're playing at the same time. It's twins, and one person, the person who's in front, has a chainsaw, and the person behind has a gun. So you're trying to you're chainsawing guys. It's really fun. It all has something to do with who you're using and how you attack a level, and it makes it very fresh as you keep playing it. Cool. Anyway, it's a different beast entirely, though. It is totally. And you unlock more stuff as you go. There's some great set pieces too. A big prison riot where you're trying to escape and everything.
Cool.
And, it's a great game. After I played it, I was like, man, and I was getting frustrated.
What'd you play it on?
On the Vita.
Because that's what I played the first one on.
Yeah, and
can you still tag people by touching them?
Yeah. It. I thought it was fantastic. It's not the first game, so don't go in thinking.
Well, I don't want that. I want a new game.
And it is really, it does that. And I hope they don't make any more because they kind of put a cap on everything, and everybody has their end, and everything makes sense.
Yeah.
When you I still had to, after I finished this, okay, what just happened? And I had to figure out the timeline of what I was playing because it jumps all around.
Yep.
But once I put that in place, I was like, fuck, that's great. It was really, really good.
Cool.
Yeah, but it still makes you feel really dirty. Still makes you feel like crap when you're playing it, and it's such a gross game. Love it though.
Some real nasty crap goes down, but the music is excellent, and you're like, well, I really enjoy this.
Yeah, I really enjoy killing. Yeah.
Speaking of feeling dirty,
yeah.
I played Valiant Hearts.
Oh, okay. Really? That made you feel dirty? I've never felt dirty after it.
Did you play it too?
I played it before last year.
I thought Bev played it last time.
No,
I played it. Yeah.
You were the one who talked about it.
I did. Yes. Did you finish this game?
I did.
Okay.
I finished it this afternoon.
Oh.
This morning, whenever it was.
Wow. Okay. And since Bev hasn't played it, we can't talk about that really.
Well, I can talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
Because
are we in MPG territory with this game? Possibly.
I think you're as conflicted as I am about that game.
No, I don't think so. Not saying it's bad. It's not a bad game at all.
No.
Okay.
It's just it's not what I expected it to be.
Not at all.
And because it sold itself as being this an emotional sort of tribute to the fallen soldiers of World War I
and that dog
and the dog. But in Newfoundland too, World War I, it was kind of a big deal.
Yes.
And so I thought that this would be a great emotional experience.
Yes.
I was kind of taken aback at how silly it was.
Yeah.
It's often really, really silly, and that it's fine.
Slapstick.
Not so much that. No.
The villain, the boss.
Yes.
Is all the boss fights are just really, really kind of silly.
Yeah.
And some of the puzzles are a little silly.
Yes.
Now the last chapter was very emotional.
It was.
The last
some of the chapters too, some of the more stealthy ones and stuff.
Yeah.
There's a real sense of tension in those that I find and any of you could feel the bond between the two main leads as well.
Yes.
You really understood that, and I felt that going through it.
Trying to be as vague as possible.
Yep.
There's one sequence at the end where you're playing a medic.
Yep.
You're playing as a medic. I mean, that was very intense.
Yeah, it was.
But I thought that's what the game was going to be, and it was there in touches, but it was also had not a sense of humor almost, but it's just a different tone than I was.
It was
expecting.
lighter than you'd expected it to be, and
At
that's how I felt too.
Yeah.
But those times, I think in retrospect, being removed from it now, I found that it made those other sections so much more important because of that. The lateness that's carried throughout it, you're like, oh, this is cartoony and there's not much going on. But when the actual horrific kind of crap starts happening and you're in these intense moments, it's you're not expecting that either because of how light the rest of the game is.
Yeah.
So
I was expecting to have more to feel like I was it would represent that time a bit better.
Okay, gotcha. Did you enjoy the facts and stuff though? Because I did.
That's what
I really like that.
All the sort of World War I stuff was in these facts that were optional in a sort of like a in your menu sort of thing. You could read all these facts about the environment
and why you're there and all this type of stuff, like the reasons why you would be there at that time. You'd kind of read some of it.
There was a mission with gas in it, and you had to wear gas masks.
Yeah.
And then something would come up, and you could press it and read about gas masks at the time. And
Oh, it's really cool.
and how like
some of the best collectibles I've ever had in a game, to be honest. Like they were really well done.
and even like now, like say even today, like in these where there's now farmland, basically where all these trenches were.
Yep.
There's still like gas canisters.
Yeah, they're still uncovering. Yeah.
So they're still uncovering them all the time.
It's absolutely crazy.
Never Alone is like that because, like, when you get to certain sections in Never Alone, you instead of coming up, a video will actually pop up. It's like a documentary style video and talking about different things about like Northern Canadian Indigenous people and like different things about their lore. And it's just a straight video that comes up and teaches you.
That's a PS Plus game next month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Never Alone. Get Never Alone.
Yeah.
It's good.
Is that a little girl and a fox, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of like Ray and Pokey.
Ray and Pokey?
Yep.
Yeah, totally.
There you go.
The Adventures of Ray and Pokey.
Pokey's
Looks like a
the
fox.
Pokey's a Chihuahua.
Part Chihuahua.
Chihuahua?
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
But yeah, I kind of like that's a bit of an addition and aside.
Yes.
Almost like a cop out. They're trying to add all that history and all that detail in a menu where you can read. I was expecting it to be more of the core experience.
Right.
Yeah, I didn't know how they were going to do that. I don't know how they're going to pull that off.
Yeah.
But you know, it's a good game. It's a point and click adventure, basically,
For the most part,
without
yeah.
dialogue options.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Point and click?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
It's more of an adventure game than
it's a
anything.
adventure puzzler.
Puzzler.
I thought it was like
Yeah.
a platformer.
Nope.
Oh,
It's a puzzler, basically.
oh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not what I
I did the
expected when I started
tutorial
playing
and
it either.
like you stab the scarecrow like the dummies. So
Yep.
it seemed like an action game.
Nope.
Nope.
That's all I played.
Not
so.
at all.
No, not at all. Like only one character has even a melee attack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sure, cool.
Yeah. I mean, there is some like the boss fights in it and stuff like that, but
yeah, but
they're
not.
all still puzzle based. You have to
Yes,
figure
yeah.
out combining items,
Yeah.
using one item in a certain order,
Yep.
that sort of thing. And some of those are really interesting.
Yep.
Some of them were really easy.
Yes.
And some of them were just completely out to lunch. Like the one where you had the cannon and you had to try to figure out where to shoot it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was at that for like a half an hour trying to
Man,
figure that out.
There was the only time that it took me forever was those damn pipes with the shower. I don't know if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
Like it absolutely. Yeah. I was getting so angry. I could not make that work. It was like an hour and a half.
I think it's one of these things you luck into it or you don't.
And like I kept doing the same thing over and over. I was like, this should work, and then I would screw it up, and the same things would happen. And I go, how? I was just so friggin' angry. But
they have the hint system built in, which helps if you're stuck.
Yeah, which is actually really nice. It helped me a couple of times.
Yeah.
But
It really wants you to kind of continue with it. It doesn't want you to get stuck at any point. So
yeah,
it's not, like,
and
brutal
stop
or anything.
playing. It wants you to play it and finish it, which is worth it because the ending is very good.
Yeah, and the last chapter was good.
Yeah.
There's a one loose end I won't talk about till Bev plays it. But,
Right.
Yep.
I'd like to hear that because I never saw one.
Yeah, so that's Valiant Hearts.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, it's worth playing. Like it definitely is. But it didn't hit me. As I said, it wasn't on my year-end list or anything like that. But,
Okay.
But I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like
I'll
when I
make an
played it.
effort to play it for
Yeah.
our next episode.
Yeah. And it's not too
Somebody else
long.
No. It's like 4 or 5 hours maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
4 chapters.
Yep.
You know.
Yep.
I got to say, I played it with that new suspend feature on the PS4.
Oh, how'd that work?
That's great.
Yeah, I haven't played a game while I've been using it yet. It's funny to turn it back on and see like the last Netflix thing I was doing, or to turn it back on. I did Spotify today for the first time. Mm-hmm. How awesome is that? I don't know if anybody
Spotify's
tried
the
that
bomb.
yet. Holy Christ, everything's on it.
Yep.
Like I was trying to freak it out by
Why,
like,
is it-
searching for.
is it free?
Yes.
What?
Yeah, I was searching for.
You get a try, you get 1 month free.
Oh, okay.
Is that how it works? Because
Yep.
like it's absolutely insane. Like everything I looked for though was there.
So when I got the PS4, they gave you 1 month of music unlimited.
Oh,
So
that
I
was
signed
trash.
up for it.
Yeah.
And I found out like 6 months later I was paying still $10 a month.
Oh no.
I had to cancel it.
I did
didn't
that
even
with Audible.com. There was a lot of podcasts that were like that had Audible as a sponsor.
Yes.
So I signed in. I got my free audiobook.
Yeah.
But I realized like a year later I was paying like every month for Audible.com. But you actually gain credits on that system.
Okay.
So I found out that I had like 7 credits for audiobooks, and I used them and I listened to them, and now I actually use.
Oh, you
So
actually use it? Okay.
Yep.
Nice.
Audible has like a pretty good app, and
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Cool. See, I told you.
Sign up for
I
Squarespace?
told you to do that.
But Spotify's the jam. Like
Yeah,
Spotify's.
Like I was searching for like the most random shit. Like I was like, all right, so you got I started with like how would this work? Because I didn't know you could like listen to albums and stuff too.
Yep.
So I was looking for like new stuff that came out. And it was all there. And I was like, all right, well, how far back does this thing go? And I was like looking for like Sky Came Falling and Carrie and all this kind of stuff. And everything would come up. I'd be like, man, they have everything.
You can play that music during your games now too. Like
Can you really?
You can play Spotify music on the PS4 over your games. So.
That's awesome.
And I love that the Napster guy is the one that created it.
Is it really?
Yeah.
No.
One of the Napster, the guy who was in
Sean
Social
whatever.
Network.
Yeah. Did he do it?
Yeah, Social Network. Is that the name of that game, that movie?
Yeah.
Social Network,
Napster
yeah.
guy was
Yeah.
in the Social Network.
So Justin Timberlake.
Did you watch that movie?
He was the MySpace guy.
No, he wasn't. He was the Napster guy.
Oh,
Sean,
sorry. Justin
whatever.
Timberlake was the sorry,
Yeah.
that's right.
So anyway, that guy.
MySpace wasn't even in that movie.
No, but after
Fuck
that movie,
fuck MySpace. What's his name? John or Tim or something?
Tom?
He's my friend. MySpace Tom.
no. After that movie came out, Justin Timberlake bought MySpace in real life. That's
Did
what
he
it was.
really?
Yeah.
That's a terrible idea.
So, yeah. Anyway, that's the guy who
I
who
didn't know
started
that.
Spotify.
Wow, what a brilliant
A
idea.
very wealthy man, I'm sure.
Yeah, Jesus.
Cool.
Yeah.
So, Bev, have you played anything like Saints Row kind of related?
Saints Row-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get Out of Hell is out, and it's a standalone. It feels like an addition to Saints Row 4, but it's a standalone product.
I think it was. It just came out so late that they couldn't
They couldn't
be
call it an
DLC.
add-on.
Yeah.
It had to be on its own because everybody sold the game. Or
Yeah.
that was like Saints Row 4 is free in so many different places.
Yeah, I know.
They could have made it DLC and not been a big deal. But anyway,
I haven't played it yet.
Get Out of Hell
4.
or Saints Row 4?
Saints Row 4 or Get Out of Hell.
Get Out of Hell isn't too bad. It's something about it feels rushed to me, and I'm playing it on PS4, but it definitely looks like a PS3 game.
Yeah.
okay. So my problem with that is you can't use your created character, right? You have to play as Gat,
You had to play as Gat or
and I think he's the
Kinsey.
worst. I think he's the worst character in that game.
Yeah, see, I never played
Everybody
Saints Row 1 or
hates
2.
him. Like every time I heard about this DLC coming out, everybody's like, "Yeah, I really want to play some Saints Row," but fucking Gat.
No.
I'm
You
playing
can play as
Johnny
Kinsey. You can play as a female character, like right from the
Oh,
get-go.
you choose.
Yep.
I thought it went back and forth.
No, but you have to be those two people. So
Kinsey's not so bad, but still, I
think
want
it's
to be
Kinsey.
my character.
who was like the techie one? The one.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, it's Kinsey.
Isn't that a sex doctor guy, Kinsey? Is that him? Like he's
I'm not familiar with all the sex doctors.
Yeah, wasn't that a movie with? I don't even know. Liam Neeson, Kinsey. Yeah, he's a sex doctor. Yeah, okay, go
I got
ahead.
nothing.
Yeah, he is totally. That's just the thing I know. Okay,
Just the thing
I know,
that I know. Liam
I
Neeson.
know my sex doctors. Okay,
So,
This next podcast is going to be about the top 10
sex doctors. I'll be sure to compile my list, guys.
yeah,
Yeah.
top 3 moons and top 10.
Yeah, Sue Johansson. Here we go. Yeah,
She's got to be number 1.
yeah, she got to be number
Canada
one.
all the way.
She's not a
Damn
doctor.
right.
Is it? She's a nurse.
Oh my god, what? Oh my
I
god.
feel like my whole world is
Yeah, I think
crumbling.
I was listening to her so much. Everything I was doing.
We can
So-
talk about something else now, I suppose.
Anyway, look, I don't really have a whole lot to say about
Right.
Get Out of Hell, to be honest. It feels rushed.
Yeah.
It looks like a last gen game. Like, I mean, it's a little bit smoother, but like, there's nothing really big graphic wise. It's kind of like trying to fit an entire Saints Row game into like 3 hours.
Right.
I haven't finished it yet, but the it's
So it's about 3 hours. You said? I didn't
I think it's
find
about
that
3 or
was.
4 hours.
I didn't find that was the case with the. I'm just going to compare it to like First Light or something. I didn't find it was trying to put a full like Infamous package into a 3 hour game.
This is
But
everything.
one
Like,
feels
you
that.
start at 0 and you need to, we'll say, like level up all your skills in like 3 or 4 hours. So you kind of start with nothing, and then you need to go from like 0 to super powered in like 3 hours.
I usually do that.
I'd recommend it if you like the Saints Row's games, but this is kind of really hamming it up on like the supernatural, superpower side.
Right.
There's no guns, like there's no car driving you fly in this. You have these like angel devil wing things,
Okay.
and I don't know, like it just
Is it like in the Matrix?
yes, kind of.
Okay.
Like it starts the game with like the traversal right away.
We're all in the Matrix, guys.
And like in Saints Row 4, I think you had to like gain the long traversal.
Right.
But here you like just get it right
got
from
it
the
right
start.
away.
So it's okay. It's really awkwardly paced.
Okay.
And I think it's like $15, and I
I
don't.
think I'm going to skip it.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's skippable.
Right. Yeah, unless you get it in like a full bundle with the original game or
Yep.
something like that. Then
If
that's
it's
fine.
free, totally play it.
Yeah, like I was the Saints Row games were on sale a couple weeks ago, and I was really tempted to pick up 4 and like
Four's awesome.
the big package, like the whatever it was with everything in it, and I was like, I don't have time for this yet. Like, I just don't.
Yeah. Four is definitely worthwhile.
Yeah,
4 is awesome.
Yeah, I will play it at some point, but
Play
just
the
not
PS4
right now.
version, actually, because that PS3 version was kind of jaggy sometimes.
It was not a very pretty game.
No.
Yeah,
So
no, I'll
PS4
play the
version all the
PS4
way.
version when I get a chance to pick it up again. I'll probably have more stuff off my plate.
And the
Be able to pick it
DLC was really fun.
up. Yeah,
Four's
that's
cool.
why I wanted to get the package with everything.
Yeah.
I heard you guys really enjoyed it, so
Yeah, get the package.
yeah.
Agreed.
Bev, have you played anything other than what we just
Saints
talked
Row?
about?
It's already in one ear and out the other. It's pretty good.
We're getting a little bit long-winded here, so I'll just have one more game to talk about. My game of the year so far,
Jesus Christ,
huge.
Oh, Jesus.
Jesus,
This I
here
think
we
we're
go.
talking top 5.
Have I heard you
already.
say this already?
I don't know.
Remember when Saints Row 4
he does
came
this
out?
a lot.
I'm gonna
He
make
does
a
this
note.
lot.
I'm gonna make a note.
Make a note now
write it
because
down.
he does this and then he like totally negates it. So let's do
I
it.
like the note. Bev is stupid.
The note is dead
Okay,
stupid.
here we go. I will owe steak dinners to everyone if I'm wrong about this.
I don't eat
this
steak.
game is going to be.
I do. I'll eat your
Okay,
steak.
chicken breast
Check.
dinner or pork chop dinner. Do you eat pork? Are you cool
No,
with pork?
I don't eat pork.
Okay, chicken dinner. Altos. Well, sorry, the bet is
Altoids?
I think that is going to be in my top 3.
Okay.
I seriously doubt there's going to be a
We
game
do top
coming along
5.
this year, but it's going to be in that.
In that
Okay,
top
what the
3.
fuck is it? Spit it out.
Yeah,
Are you ready
Jesus
for this?
Christ.
I already have 6 explanation points around the note I just made.
Okay, now I just want to make sure.
That makes it true.
I want to
Yeah.
make sure before I say it. Does Rogue Warrior count as game of the year?
No.
Okay, so it's not Rogue Warrior. It is Alto's Adventure.
Alto's
you-
Adventure.
Alto, ALTO.
Where did you play this mythical thing?
Alto's Adventure is a phone game.
Oh, already out.
Okay,
Not interested.
this is
Wah.
the amazing thing is that it's a phone game. It's an endless runner.
Oh,
I know.
totally out.
Yep.
Like, yep.
It's a skiing game.
Is it
Keep
better
digging
than
that hole,
Is
buddy?
it better than Runner 2?
Yes,
Lies.
it is. It is
Don't
an
believe it.
endless skiing runner game with a mission structure, kind of like what was that game where you were in the lab and you had the rocket launcher? Or
Jetpack Joyride.
Jetpack Joyride. It has a mission structure like Jetpack Joyride.
Okay.
Every level you have 3 missions. It's an endless runner. I'm telling you, the graphics, the music, everything about this game is gorgeous and amazing and infinitely playable.
How much does it cost?
$1.99.
I bet that it's not available on
And
Android, though.
Does it have a free version?
I don't know.
I bet that
but
I
it
can't
is
play
Canadian. It is
I
Canadian.
bet I can't play it.
I don't know, but I'm just saying, Alto's Adventure, guys, is the business.
I will check on my phone at the particular moment in time to see if I can buy said game, and if I
Chad,
can,
to do
I will
that,
do it.
I'm going to talk about you guys last time on the last show. You were recommending 3DS games that I should play.
Oh,
Yes.
So I listened to what you had to say, and I totally just threw it out
Yep.
the window and
Yep.
said, "Fuck you guys."
Oh, good. I'm glad we wasted what was it 20 minutes on our podcast?
Yeah.
I would
talking
find
about
it weird if you did take our advice.
Well, the problem with the advice it was that it was all over the place.
Yeah, Bev was telling you to play
You
Link to
basically
the
just
Past.
sprayed your advice all over the wall. I was like, "What am I going to do with this?"
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what do you expect from a question like, "Hey, I got this new console with hundreds of games on it.
Pick
Give
one.
me the one game to play." You
Exactly.
can't do that.
I told you the
Get the fuck
Zelda
outta
one,
here.
but me and Bev couldn't agree on anything. So,
All right, so I got Shovel Knight,
oh,
which was the correct answer.
that was a very good answer. I have it for the 3DS, and I haven't even really touched it much.
What?
I know, but I know I enjoy it, but I haven't really played it much.
I have it on the Wii U. It's
Yeah.
great.
Did you mean Alto's Adventure? I did, and
Yep.
and it's not there. As I type it into Google Play, it
Yep.
tells me it actually completes it for me. It's like Alto's Adventure, totally.
Yep.
It's because
Not
other people
there.
looked for it.
Am I supposed to feel bad about this? I don't know where this is going.
You're telling me something is amazing, and I can't even do it.
It's probably
okay.
it's probably on the iPad.
Yeah, all the Apple products I have in my house, totally, I'll do that.
Okay, this is
Okay,
awkward now.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right,
Never
so
mind.
Shovel Knight.
There's a werewolf simulator.
So I thought you played it.
What?
I thought you played Shovel Knight.
Shovel Knight. I played a bit, but not much.
Same here. I have not finished it either.
What?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you guys?
I don't know, man.
What is with this hand?
What is
Yeah,
this?
what,
It's like-
what's with
What is wrong with you
What's
guys?
wrong with you? Yeah, it's like he's Robert De Niro on Meet the Parents.
looking at you.
Yeah, that's exactly yeah. Circle of trust.
Well, I thought I was going to come to the table and be like, "So I did it," and you'd
Did
be
you
like,
finish it?
Welcome to the club.
Did you finish it?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good for
Is
you.
it one of your this month games?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. That and Valiant Hearts
No, I finished that.
today. Oh, right.
The other one was.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The other one, Persona.
No, not Persona.
But yeah, what do you think of Shovel Knight? Like,
It's pretty great.
yeah.
It's one of these games where while you're playing it, you're probably not enjoying it as much as you would when you're thinking about it afterwards. Does that make sense?
That kind of does. Yeah. Yeah.
Like it's funny because it's a throwback to
Rogue Legacy was like that for me.
Yeah,
I thought about it a whole lot when I wasn't playing it.
it's a throwback to the 8-bit games, and so every level has a theme. You know, kind of like the Mega Mans
Yep.
and that sort of thing.
Mega Man's.
The Mega Mans,
Mega Manses.
And it's one thing that cracked me up about it was that the two worst levels, or the two most frustrating levels, were the water level where you got to swim. That sucked balls. And there was also like an airship
Water
level.
levels are never good in any
No,
game. Stop it.
swimming-
God
swimming
damn it.
levels
But it was
Stop.
funny because it was definitely very intentional and it knew that the water level was just
Jank. Oh, it always is.
so
Like,
frustrating.
Oh God! Even like Mega Man, when you could still walk underwater,
At those
but
big
you
jumps.
would jump
Yeah.
way higher and fuck you up. Like even Mega Man, even though it was fun, it still sucked.
So yeah, I mean, because like I was playing it and the water level is pretty early. Have you guys played that part yet?
I have not played one.
I think I just got
think
there. Actually, I think
it's
that's
not
where
too
I am.
far in. So I was thinking if the difficulty keeps ramping up,
Yeah,
this is going to be
never
impossible.
going to do it. Yeah,
But that's not the case.
no.
Because it's like, okay, this is the water level, and this is intentionally just really shitty.
Yeah.
Or just not shitty, but just really fucking frustrating.
Yeah,
And there are other parts that are frustrating in the game as well.
yeah.
The only advice I'd say to you guys, we're going to play it. I didn't know I was going to be giving you guys advice because I thought you guys already finished it.
No.
Would be don't worry about the money.
Don't worry about the monies.
The
Because
game
I was
is
picking up lots of monies.
basically your performance, how well you do in the game, means you'll get more money. You'll be able to buy more upgrades.
Yeah.
Right.
Right? Don't worry about that so much. I was kind of getting wrapped up into it, so I wanted to perform as best I could, so I get more money, so I could buy more upgrades.
That's a good thing.
You don't really need to worry about that so much.
Okay.
Just try to get through it.
All right.
All right, but I'll challenge you guys. Play it,
Oh yeah. Well,
and we'll talk about it.
I've been
next time.
meaning to. I've been meaning to go back to it anyway, and I was looking for something to play because where I finished Counter Spy, I was like, I got nothing left to play that I wanted to really get into, and so I started Bravely Default, which Bev lent me like forever ago.
Yeah.
And I went, and I'm kind of like in that for a couple hours, but I could put that aside for a second to do Shovel Knight. I think.
Yeah, it's not a crazy long game.
Yeah, totally.
I mean,
Yeah.
depends how good you are, I guess.
Bravely
Yeah.
Default.
I'm
is
pretty awesome, so I'm going to finish it within a week.
You'll be all right.
Like no problem.
I finished it in a week.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly.
How many points
It's
is it?
a toilet
5
game. What?
points or
Yeah.
6 points?
No toilet games. No, thank you.
Bev, quick fire for you. I want you to talk about two things really quickly.
Yep.
This static game. What's
Yeah.
that all about?
The Static Speaks My Name.
Yep.
It's heard a lot of talk around.
I
video game
downloaded
websites.
it.
Okay, you got
Wow, you got
did
that far?
download it yet?
Nope.
Okay, it's a Unity game, so it should be playable on
Unity.
It's an engine.
Unity? It's an engine.
I don't know what that is.
Thomas Was Alone was a Unity game.
Okay.
It's just like a free. It's an open source engine.
Okay.
Is it open source?
I'm,
Or free engine.
computers, guys.
It's cheap.
I
It's
don't know.
indie friendly.
Yep.
Okay.
The entire game is 10 minutes long, and
computers.
you can play it different
anymore.
ways, but
Yeah, sure.
you don't have a heck of a lot of options. So I can't really talk about it too much because it will basically spoil everything about it.
Right.
But it is a quick 10-minute game. It's out on PC, Mac, and Linux, so no one has any excuses.
Thank God my
Yeah,
Linux system
your
can
Linux
actually,
machine.
you can actually run it.
You're already running long.
Sorry. Get it, play it. It's scary, creepy, and it will give you a really weird feeling. Imagine like a really dark Stanley Parable. That's kind of what it is, but it's not like replayable.
All right, so everybody play it.
Yeah, everyone
Right.
play it.
So
and it's pay what you want, but you can get it for free.
Okay, so the assignments for next podcast or the one after next. You guys play
Right.
Shovel Knight, and we'll play Static. So you get
Okay.
2 games to play right
I
now.
got to. Oh, God, so much on my plate.
And I
So-
got Valiant
I have such a
Hearts.
busy life, guys.
And you play Valiant Hearts.
I'll play Valiant Hearts.
All right, and Persona 3 Portable. I want you to.
Yeah, that's great.
I just want to make one comment about that. Tartarus is way too long.
Yeah, the Tartarus stuff is
TARDIS?
Tartarus.
Doctor Who?
It's basically the dungeon in this game. It's a tower.
Okay.
So instead of going down, you're going up.
Oh my God, what?
Yep.
Okay, wait. You're
That's
blowing
really-
my mind. Hold on.
Slow down,
Wait,
Egghead.
slow down. Yeah, that is a square.
Yep.
Okay. Wow.
Architecture.
All right. Oh, that was incredible.
crazy.
It's in your hood.
Hey.
Mark just
Get a slow-mo playback.
That
on
was absolutely awesome. Oh,
That was
shit.
amazing.
That was great.
Pin top flew.
Flew in an arc into your hood.
But maybe we could talk about that next time as well.
We'll talk about it next time. Quick fire points. Music isn't as good as Persona 4, but it's okay.
Yeah.
And
Pretty much every part about that game is not as good as Persona
I know,
4.
and I miss cutscenes.
Yeah.
Kind of farther in, like just having the stills and the text.
Anyway,
Yeah, the cutscenes in Persona 4 were
it
the only
deserves-
time where I was like, yeah, yeah, this game is great. I love these characters. And then the cutscene would stop, and I'd be like, oh, I'm back to this.
It deserves a more of a detailed conversation.
Yeah, I don't even know why it's on this list. But yes.
Sorry, I just wanted to say something.
That's all right.
I just
When
had
you
to
do
get
your
it off
Persona 3, big talk, I'll walk out. That's fine. You guys can have your, that whole show will just be you two talking about it.
You don't
And
have
no
to-
one will listen to it.
You don't have to do that.
The interesting part is that now I'm going to replay what I've already played for Persona Arena because now we actually know who those characters are.
Yeah.
Persona
Yukari.
Arena
Yeah, that's why I
Ultimax.
wanted to wait.
That's the second one.
Oh,
That's
well,
the sequel.
Because I was tempted to buy that. It's weird. I have this weird, kind of love-hate relationship with Persona at this point.
I got Arena there, one if you want to borrow it.
Really?
Yep. The first
I
one
would
got
like to
two
do
of them.
that.
I got two of them there. So.
Wowza.
Wow. What was it we were talking about last time?
I gotta go for a second.
Yeah. What was it we were talking about last time? It freaked me right out. Oh, it was the number of episodes. I was like, oh my god.
It was so stupid.
Okay, and now it's time for everyone's favorite Newfoundland video game show,
Once.
Twice.
3 Times a Lady.
Oh, wow.
Is it three times the lady or a lady?
I don't know. I don't even know who sings that original song.
It's Lionel Richie.
I just know it from that buckwheat thing.
Hey.
3 Times a Lady? Who sings
yeah.
it? Lionel Richie?
Yeah, it's Lionel Richie.
I think it sounds better, the lady, like, boom, the lady. You know,
like the
best one.
titular lady.
yeah, like the one that all the other ladies look up to.
Yeah, like the lady from
does it
Kenny
mean?
Rogers song lady. You
Yeah,
know,
like she's not even part of it.
Yeah, that's right.
But what does it mean, though, 3 Times a Lady?
I think that she is so much a lady that she's 3 times
That's
as
the thing.
good as a lady.
So you got all the other ladies are down here,
Yeah.
and then you got the lady, which is here, and then you got 3 times the lady all the way up
Okay.
above it.
That's Lionel Richie standards.
yeah,
so
Lionel
it's like
Richie's that-
it's like that's
yeah,
in
Yeah.
terms of lady stature, that's pretty big.
3 times?
lady stature 3 times is as good as it gets.
Now you could
You
say,
know.
like, what about 4 times? But that's just ridiculous.
Yeah, you can't go quadruple
fucking
ladies.
stupid.
Yeah, quad damage lady.
Quad Lady. So let's meet our contestants. Contestant number 1,
Yeah.
Chad Bishop.
Hey, I didn't even know I'd be on here. It just feels so
excellent.
great.
You feeling good about it?
Yeah, like I did my audition tape.
Yep.
and I got here. It's pretty great.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And contestant number 2, Mr. Mark Shallow.
Thanks for having me, Alex.
Okay, great. So, gentlemen, as you know, how the rules of this game go.
Oh, totally. yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're not getting thrown into this right now.
No, not at all.
Can I just make a confession?
Yes.
I'm a really big fan.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I could tell by the tattoo you have in your arm, 3 times a lady. It's a 3X.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3X.
nice.
Yeah,
Great.
That's right. Yeah,
So, like I said, as you guys know what the rules are. This game show's been going on for years.
forever.
Just
yeah.
wait a minute. Are we, real talk. I don't really know what the rules are.
No, because I've never explained them. So here we go.
All right.
So the rules of the game are: I'm going to give you 3 words.
Okay.
And these 3 words relate to they call
You like
them
how I'm
these
sitting
days
around right now?
a video game.
A video game.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you the 3 words. Whoever speaks up first, you can chime in at any time. You can chime in by saying Alex.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Alex.
You need to tell me what the video
Alex.
game is. I'm talking about
Alex.
the 3 words.
Okay.
Bioshock.
Okay. Bioshock. That's the first one.
Yeah.
No, I'm joking. Okay, here we go. There's going to be 5 questions, so if we get a 2-on-2 tie, then,
Okay.
These things make me nervous.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah, we're putting him on the spot here.
Our first question, and
take
3
turns.
times a lady,
All
our
right.
new famous game show.
Yep.
I'm going to give you
Do
3
you,
words.
do you have to read all 3 words before we can answer?
You can chime in before I finish
Oh
my
my
3 words.
God,
If you're so
that's
sure of
really
it.
cocky though. I bet you don't do that.
But you only get 1 guess.
Damn right you do.
So if
you
you
can't
say
start
something
spitting off
like
guesses.
mass and then effect, I can say Mass Effect 2.
And you can say Knights of the Old Republic.
terrible. Yeah, Mass Effect 2.
Now, if it is a series, you need to tell me what number.
What one?
it
Okay,
is.
good.
Okay,
Peace
Joe.
Walker.
First,
I bet you I guessed 3 of them already.
You probably did.
Wrong order, though.
first section of 3 words. Ninja, monkey, pyramid,
Alex, enslaved.
enslaved, Odyssey to the West.
Yeah.
Good job, contestant 1.
Yeah, that's right. Are we
See?
keeping track of these points? We better be.
I was going to.
Okay.
Okay.
Hold on. Give me a pen. Okay. Okay.
That's a bumhole.
I saw that. That's a good bum hole.
Question number 2. Richter phone drive.
Burnout Paradise.
No.
What is it?
Richter phone drive.
Alex,
No,
you
you only
can't.
one
You
guess.
can't do it again. GTA 4.
Incorrect. The answer is Hotline Miami.
I was going to say.
Oh man.
Richter was a character. It was inspired by the movie Drive and people talking on the phone all the time.
Oh, okay. Yeah. See the drive. The drive. There's no driving in that
That's
game.
stupid.
So
Yeah.
contestant number 1 is feeling pretty good.
Oh, yeah, he's got a butthole.
Yeah,
He's got a
go
butthole.
Yep.
Okay, question number 3. Alaska Silverberg.
Never Alone.
No.
Oh.
Silverberg.
Oh, shit. I know what it is.
Hal.
How? Alaska Silverberg.
No, you can't guess
If he
again.
gives up, can I guess again?
No, but you can give a gentleman's guess after.
A gentleman's guess.
Alaska Silverberg and Hal.
Okay, I'm gonna say Fallout 3.
Incorrect. It is Metal
Metal
Gear
Gear
Solid.
You said I could have a gentleman's guess.
Yeah, but it's not worth points.
But
Oh,
you-
sorry.
you gave the
I
answer
forgot
before.
to. Sorry.
What the hell is Silverberg?
That's
In Metal
Meryl's
Gear
last
Solid.
name.
Come on, guys. Like, come on.
Write yourself
I
down for a gentleman's point.
played-
I forgot to give it.
I don't want to.
Okay, we got 2 questions left. Chad's up 1-0.
All right.
Okay. Frogs, autumn, ocean. You only get one guess, so guess.
Oh well, Alex.
Yes, contestant. number one.
Proteus.
Proteus is the answer. Correct. Okay.
Our favorite game. How would you not know that, Mark?
So here's the last question. It is impossible for Mark to win now, so we're going to make this last question be worth 1,000,000 points. Okay. The last one for all the marbles.
Okay, yeah.
Your 3 words are extreme, bounce, and master.
This would be Peggle.
That is correct.
Well, there you go, Mark.
So I get a.
And the winner of this game, we have an actual prize.
Oh my God, Mark, what are you getting?
An Xbox 360 copy of Metro 2033. Not bad.
Don't. I think I already have that.
Well, it's yours now.
It's yours now.
Because I'm going to play the
Chad,
HD remix.
would you like to borrow my copy of?
I have it
Metro-
as a download. Never played it.
Yay!
Yeah. So, there you
So
go.
I just want to thank everyone for playing.
All right. So our next segment is continuation of something we've been doing the last few weeks. It's
the baking.
baking. We're making cupcakes here, baby.
Male pattern baking.
Male pattern baking. And so Bev's going to sing the theme song to the segment.
Baking all the time.
That's right. Yeah, that was good. Yeah. Thanks,
Good one.
Lionel Richie. I
So-
like that he came out to do that for us.
This entire saga of baking
Yep.
was inspired by Mark Shallow. who
No, it's
said-
inspired by you.
Not so much.
No, not so much. It is inspired by my love, our love for
Orange cake.
orange cake mix, and
Yep.
you saying we don't have to live without orange cake mix if we can't buy it. We can make it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
We can
That's
do
right.
anything.
So
Everything you set your mind to, kids.
you had to go.
All you have to do is say yes, I can, and then you will.
Yeah.
If you say no,
Thanks,
I,
Obama.
if you say no, I can't, you're never going to do it. Because you're never
that's
going to
true.
try.
That's right.
Orange
but
cake
if
is
you
a
say-
mindset.
If you say yes, you can,
Yeah.
you're definitely going to have a better chance of succeeding.
Orange cake is a mindset. What the fuck?
Orange cake is in your mind.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
It's something you can grasp in your mind.
What's
That's
that
right.
John Lennon lyric? God is a
Imagine
something.
all the orange cake.
No,
Is that what it was?
watching the wheels on orange cake. So, I do appreciate your guys' effort in making the orange cake, and it's
Right.
been great because we've gone through a real, like we said, a saga of.
Of orange cake, yeah.
We can make orange cake. We don't need to buy the box
right.
orange cake. But I'm here just to kind of to be the control in the experiment and to kind of bring us down to like
Orange cake levels.
bring us down to orange cake levels. Today's cupcake is the OG orange cake.
So it's made with
With actual box orange cake.
This is imported from the United States from
I
Piece
think
of Cakes Duff brand
You
Target.
didn't get another shipment in, did you?
I can't talk about that.
Jesus
'Cause I
Christ.
still don't know if orange cake is legal in St. John's. So we tried the alternates. This is the OG. This is
So
this
wait,
is
hold on.
non-homemade icing. This is icing out of a tub, like the way orange cake is supposed to be.
Okay, so are we just going to say right now that in our whole like experiment,
Yes.
you
Oh
failed.
my God.
You failed
smell that.
completely because you're supposed to make the scratch cake. Not that I'm going to be mad about eating this
I
orange
was
cake.
going to do that, and then I thought, like, why do I have to make scratch cake when I have the real deal at home?
You know what? I just smelled this. It smells incredibly orange, but it reminded me for a second of, remember that bubble gum you get in baseball cards or in hockey cards or whatever?
Wasn't that just bubblegum flavor?
Yeah, but it smelled like bubble gum. But that kind of like cardboardy bubble gum.
What were you eating?
We got some sprinkles on there too.
Maybe it was the sprinkles.
So basically, this cupcake is what all this baking stuff originated from. How is it?
It's so good.
To have orange cake, OG orange cake, you can't even do homemade icing. Like, it needs to be like Duncan Hines or Betty Crocker. How is that?
It's so good. Like, you know.
Your Tupperware container that you left here last time is now full of orange cake cupcakes downstairs.
Nice.
And Mark, you get a takeaway as well.
Hey.
All right. I'm so excited right now. Okay, well, maybe you still cheated, but we made out. We're all the better for it.
I wanted to prove a point here to say we don't have to do something different. We could just have what we want. We can be happy.
Let them eat orange cake.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, what are thoughts on boxed orange cake? Personally, I think it tastes perfect.
Yeah,
It's really good.
You can't screw it up. Like,
But it's admittedly the worst thing for you chemically. You know, you get the tub icing from a store. Like, obviously, it's all really bad and junk foody, but
Well,
orange
I mean,
cake.
it's so good.
Nobody eats healthy cake.
No, that's true. Oh. I guess
If you're having cake, you are totally admitting to having something that's bad for you.
Yeah.
Right?
You're
That's fine.
treating yourself.
That's right.
Well, that was a treat. Thanks,
okay.
guys.
So it was a great saga. It was a great
So
try.
It's a
but
good way to end it.
I would end it saying by that you're right and also wrong.
yes.
Okay, then
yeah, I think
this
that
seems
that's
like
the,
perfect. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's a good closing.
It's pretty much like the rest of your life.
Right and also wrong. Yep.
Every time I eat like a homemade orange cake, I'll be like, my eye will twitch.
That's right.
All right. So the next segment we're going to go is the
We're going to go to do willy do.
We've been recording a long time.
Yeah.
It's Final Fantasy with Bev, and he's got a new song he's going to sing to introduce the segment.
Yeah.
Final Fantasy. Good song. I did some backing track there. Did
Oh, did you really?
Yep.
That was a backing track. Okay. Did they get you in the studio for that?
Yes.
Okay, good. Standing at the edges of stardom.
Who's the music guy from the early Final Fantasy games?
Yeah, that's going to be in my.
Oh, I'm going to mess it up.
That's common knowledge.
Noboru something. Amano? Anyway.
He's probably Japanese.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Final Fantasy Type 0 HD came out, which is a remake of a Japanese-only PSP Final Fantasy game. That was an online multiplayer game in Japan on the PSP. But it came here to North America, and it has totally stripped out the multiplayer elements. And I think it was a Crackdown when it was released. It had the Halo 2 demo code in it, or
Halo 3.
Halo 3.
Yeah.
So that's what I feel this is doing. Is like Final Fantasy Type 0 HD is out. It's supposed to be good, and
Yeah, it's an update of a PSP
yeah,
game.
the old
Yeah,
Japanese
okay.
PSP game.
Right.
So that's good, but it comes with a code for the first episode of Final Fantasy 15, which isn't being released till next year, I don't believe.
Is it out yet, or you?
It's
Just
out.
Have,
No, it's out.
oh,
now.
have you played it?
Yes, I have played it.
Oh,
So the it's an episode of content that's not going to be in the main game. So kind of getting this.
it's going to be the Metal Gear Ground Zeroes.
You got it exactly.
Okay.
It's about 3 hours long, and I haven't finished it yet. Guys, Final Fantasy 15
Yeah. Is it the real deal?
is the real deal, but it's straight up an action game. Like it's an
good.
open world, non-turn based action game.
Yay!
Yep.
Then I'll probably like it.
It seems really great. Basically, the story is you have four guys. your car breaks down when you're in the middle of the country. You need 25,000 gil, and in order to fix your car, that's the currency. And you just happen to see on the side of the road, if you take down this behemoth, you get 25,000. That's kind of the reward on this thing's head.
Right.
So from what I see, the whole episode is you tracking down the behemoth and getting enough experience points enough to kill the behemoth, and that's kind of it.
Okay.
I haven't seen a Moogle yet. I've seen Chocobos.
Better have.
The Chocobo theme played. The Victory Final Fantasy song, the da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da, that plays.
Yep.
Everything seems to be pretty good so far on the Final Fantasy level, but it is straight up an open world action game.
Weird.
From what I played about 2 hours of this. It's seems like the Final Fantasy crew played a lot of games like Grand Theft Auto and Saints Row and games like that, and said, basically, let's make a Final Fantasy game in this mold. It's not turn-based at all. Everyone materializes weapons from their hands, so you do have a weapon inventory, but like you only see the weapon when you kind of hit the button to attack, and then it's gone.
Right.
There's battles are triggered by when an enemy is near you. There's just a little meter on the top, and when it gets so large, like when you're walking towards an enemy, it'll trigger a fight.
Right.
The world stays the same.
So you can see your random encounters.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But you can avoid.
that.
You can knowingly avoid random encounters by.
I like that in Chrono Trigger and stuff.
Yep.
Like,
So there are some major differences because you don't level up as you play. I think Dark Souls is like this, but you gain experience through the day, and then at the end of the day you camp. So what you do is all your experience that you gained, you we'll say log it, and then you can level up at the end of the day when you go to a campsite.
right.
But during the day when you pick up different materials of food to eat, every night when you camp, you make a meal. And the meal is automatically made for you based on the material that you picked up. So if you didn't pick up anything, like you just get like burnt toast or something, but you can make like these different stews, and you see this perfect picture of like a dish of food.
Okay.
And it's really strange. So we'll say like you had braised beef roast soup, but for every
It's
meal,
good for your camp.
it is.
Yeah.
For every meal that you eat, for the entire next day until you camp again, you get perks that are only there during that day, and you lose for your next day.
Weird.
So let's say you camp, and the perk you get is, say, increased attack and increased defense and increased speed. For that whole next day, there's day-night cycles that happen like in real time.
Yeah.
You will have those perks. Then when you camp again, you lose it, and it might be like extra XP in battles and something else. So there's an element of randomness there too. So yeah, I don't know. It's just it's really great, but it's very, very much an action game, and I like that. And like there's all kinds of crazy stuff. Like when you're in battles, you move in real time, and then if there's towers or high things around you, you can use a grappling hook and like grapple up on top, and your SP and your HP all regenerate in real time. And it's just nice to see this setting in such an action based world, and also it looks gorgeous. I'll show you guys downstairs now in a sec. Like it's a gorgeous game. So I'm really looking forward to it. I like this mission episode.
Direction.
Like the kind of cool thing is when you first start, your first two missions in your log is find the behemoth and kill the behemoth.
Right.
But if you go to kill the behemoth right away, like you're dead in a second. So it's a
just
total
picture somebody like kind of like in a fit going, find the behemoth, kill this.
But it's kind of cool because like it's old school RPG in the sense that it gives you objectives early, but you can't always do them. So you just have to just do missions in the world and not necessarily grind, but just kind of just play more, and you will know when you're ready to kill this behemoth.
So, did your experience in this game that you're building up? Can you bring that over to when this game
I'm
comes
not
out?
sure.
Do you think?
I don't think they've said yay or nay to that.
Okay.
Also,
and will this be for sale standalone at some point?
I would say so.
Did that Heavy Rain one sell by itself after? Remember that Heavy Rain one where there was a separate episode that came up before the game came out? Remember you were trapped in a basement with someone?
There wasn't a piece of DLC.
Okay.
With the female character?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is basically exactly like that. Like it's part of the game, but it's separate.
Yeah.
So I don't know if it's going to be sold later. I hope it is. Like I hope you guys get to play it. I think it's 3 hours story and 10 hours 100% completion in this little.
Because I can't see myself getting into Type 0.
Type 0 seems Type 0 is also action based.
Yeah, I know, but there's just so much stuff, you know?
Oh no, I know.
Lots of stuff. I don't want stuff, man.
Say all the things that we say at the end of the show.
All right, we are Mail Pattern Gaming. You can download us on iTunes and get us through any of your podcast software. Rate, review, that would be awesome. You can get to us in our Mail Pattern Gaming support group on Facebook. It's a closed group, but you can ask to be added, and we will add you. We are on YouTube now. Any of the new episodes go up on that. And you can get a hold of us through mailpatterngaming@gmail.com if you want to send us an email.
Do we still check that email address?
Once in a while.
Okay.
I connected to my phone.
Yeah, when I do a YouTube one, I always check it too. And Twitter, mpg_show. And I think that is all of the things that we do.
That's enough.
And yeah, and come see us at the Sci-Fi on the Rock.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Do that.
It'll be great.
It'll be great.
It's gonna be great.